What became so popular at your school that teachers had to ban it? The obituary game started innocently enough in our creative writing class. Our teacher, Ms. Winters, assigned us to write fictional obituaries as a way to practice concise storytelling. It was supposed to be a one-day exercise about made-up characters. But then Kevin wrote one for Mr. Peterson, our notoriously strict math teacher. Mr. Peterson, 58, tragically passed away after his red pen exploded while marking incorrect answers on yet another failed test. His last words were reportedly, "Show your work." When Kevin read it aloud, the entire class erupted in laughter. Even Ms. Winters couldn't keep a straight face. The obituary was just accurate enough to be recognizable, but exaggerated enough to be funny rather than mean. The next day, 3 more students brought fictional obituaries for teachers. By the end of the week, everyone was writing them. Ms. Winters, seeing how engaged we were, modified her lesson plan to include a daily reading of the best ones. That's when things started to evolve. Someone created a scoring system. The more accurate the portrayal of the teacher's mannerisms, the higher the score. Bonus points for including their catchphrases. Double points if the cause of death related to their teaching subject. The obituaries became more elaborate. Mrs. Gonzalez, Spanish teacher, died yesterday after accidentally conjugating an irregular verb incorrectly, causing her to dissolve into a puddle of red correction fluid. Her last words were, "It's not yo sabo, it's yo say." Soon, students who never participated in class were staying up late crafting the perfect teacher obituary. Kids were checking out books on creative writing from the library. English grades were improving across the board. Then came the tournament. Someone suggested a bracket-style competition to determine the best obituary writer in the school. Preliminary rounds were held during lunch breaks, with students reading their entries to increasingly large crowds in the cafeteria. The competition got fierce. People were researching obscure details about teachers' lives from yearbooks and school newspapers. Did you know Mr. Wilson, the chemistry teacher, once played in a punk band? His obituary featured him accidentally mixing sodium and water while attempting to recreate his famous stage dive. By the semifinal round, even teachers were sneaking into the cafeteria to listen. Most took it in good humor, seeing it as creative writing rather than mockery. The problem started when the obituaries escaped our school. Someone created an anonymous Instagram account posting the best entries. It gained 5,000 followers in a week. Students from other schools started submitting their own teacher obituaries. Then, Principal Hoffman found his own obituary online. Principal Hoffman, 62, passed away yesterday after his tie got caught in the announcement microphone, strangling him mid-sentence during his famous "tardiness is unacceptable" speech. Unlike the other teachers, Principal Hoffman didn't find it amusing. The next morning, his voice boomed over the intercom. Effective immediately, the writing of fictional obituaries for any staff member is prohibited. Any student caught participating will receive detention. That afternoon, Ms. Winters sadly informed us that our obituary readings were canceled. The Instagram account disappeared. The tournament finals were never held. But something unexpected happened. Students who had never written creatively before discovered they enjoyed it. The school literary magazine received record submissions that year. Our writing scores on standardized tests increased by 23%. On the last day of school, Ms. Winters handed out our final grades, along with a sealed envelope for each student. Inside mine was a note. "Your creativity brought life to this class. Sometimes the things that get banned are the things that matter most." Also in the envelope was a single sheet of paper, a fictional obituary for the obituary game itself. The beloved obituary game passed away on Tuesday after a brief but vibrant life. Cause of death? Success. It is survived by improved writing skills, creative thinking, and the underground literary movement it inspired.